welcome to part 6 of the Live the Farm Life challenge. So this part is a little bit different. It is shorter, and I also am just doing a voiceover. I am not commenting on the video as I'm playing it, because I was just trying to record those beginning clips so I could use them for something else, and I forgot to stop recording, and I was playing off what I thought was off screen for a little bit, and a whole bunch of stuff happened while I was doing that. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make this like a part 6, and I'll do a voiceover so I can do kind of an update on everything. Yeah, I got a little carried away. So here we go. First off, you can see we have a little farm stand now. It does have a roof, and I would show you, but I am not in control right now. So I will show that in the next part, but we have a little farm stand. I had Maeve save up enough money to start a business, and so now we have all these shelves and this cute little farm stand, and I had her selling produce and fish that she was catching. The produce was a little frustrating because people were not buying it. And I think it's in the next part that I start to realize that nobody's buying the produce from the farm stand. So yeah. Anyway, I also put hay bales by the fire, which was a terrible idea because I caught Sarah Scott on fire. So here's me trying to sort that situation out. And I love how she's just continuing her cross-stitching as if nothing's happening, and she is literally on fire. So, okay, she's figured it out now. Maeve to the rescue. And at this point, I decide to go ahead and delete the hay bales because you know what? When I put them down, I was like, ooh, hay bales by the fire. Probably a really bad idea, you know, in real life, but this is Sims. How bad could it be? Turns out, real bad. So now everybody sits on the ground. So, part of our little farm stand, which I can't remember what I named it, but I think it's just something like Merriweather farm stand or something. It was not that creative. Anyway, obviously buying and selling items is one of the activities, but another activity for the business is the fire pit and them like sitting by the fire and engaging with the fire in whatever way they so choose. So we have people coming to our lot, and then they're paying us like an entrance fee or whatever, and they're just sitting by the fire. Most of them are only sitting by the fire. They're not buying stuff. In this part, I do kind of figure that out later on. But yeah. Also, it was at this point that Maeve met Kyle, and she was quite attracted to him. So they were talking a little bit, and then I went to go open the profile of Freddie, which is the guy that she met in the last part, or kind of. Anyway, and she's not attracted to him anymore. She was, but now she thinks that he's just basic looking. And so then I saw that she found Kyle attractive. So I had her talking to Kyle to, you know, maybe see if she liked him. But then also after this, I completely forgot about Kyle. So I don't think that that's a thing that's happening. But anyway, so now we are buying some seeds. And I did a whole, like, redo of the garden, because I actually had the garden on the other side of the house, but I moved it, and I got the garden plots, and I made it look kind of nice, and I don't think it's happening in this part, but I do at some point put a fence around it, and it does get really cute. But for now, move the camera. There we go. This is our garden with the little... I put the garden plots down, and she's growing stuff there. Also, I made it an activity for our business to garden, but not harvest. So now our customers are paying us to do our gardening for us, and they're not even taking our harvestables because I made it so that they wouldn't do that. So now we kind of just have like some some farm labor, and we're actually getting paid for them to work on the farm, so that has been really helpful. I highly recommend. Actually, I'm pretty proud of myself because I thought of that all on my own. But then I went and watched somebody else's video where they had not realized that, and one of the top comments was somebody saying to do that, and I was like, ah, oh, darn. I thought of that first, but whatever. It's fine. So, what am I doing now? Oh yeah, I think at this point I'm starting to realize that we don't have a whole lot of room in the farm stand to sell produce. This is where I start to realize this is probably not a good idea, and I need to figure out a different way to sell the produce or something else to do with it. And I decided to get more seeds because we do have a lot of room in the garden. I don't think I've done it yet, but at some point I actually took all of the plants that are out of season now and I put them in our household inventory, because I figured I could probably save those and just put them back. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but I thought I would go ahead and try, and we'll see how that goes. But for now, I'm planting some more stuff, and pretty soon here, I'm going to have to add another row of the dirt plots because I didn't have enough room. And yeah, I'm trying to think of, was there anything else that I was trying to update for this part? I can't remember. I feel like I'm forgetting something but why didn't I write this down? Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I'm planting grapes right now, and I was kind of thinking about getting into nectar making. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. I feel like I said it before, but maybe not. I thought it'd be kind of cool for her to be growing grapes and do nectar making and kind of incorporate that into our farm life thing because, we have the garden space to grow the grapes. And we could maybe sell the nectar bottles at the farm stand, but also that might not work because I saw something that kind of showed that might not work because they sell for less on the shelves than they do if you just sell them from the inventory. So I don't know, but we could try it. Also, just even if we end up selling them in a different way, if we make nectar, she could probably make quite a bit of simoleons pretty quickly. Anyway, so the other thing that I was realizing as I was playing through this part is just that the whole not being able to sell from the inventory is a rule that I've been following for the most part. The only things I've sold from the inventory are things that I can't sell at the farm stand, and that weren't selling on our yard sale table that we had before. So we got suspended from school, if you can see that. Talk about that in a second. Anyway, so I haven't been selling from inventory because that's one of the rules, but I think it was around this time that I was realizing that I'm probably going to end up forgetting about that rule on purpose because it's really making me mad. Because this stuff, the farm stand stuff, is not selling very quickly. Most of the money is from people paying us to work on our garden and sit by our campfire. And I don't have enough room to put all of the produce in our farm stand. And I also just don't want to have to go into town every single time that I need to sell something. Because also when I harvest stuff, I have over 100 things. And when you go to the farm stand, you can't type in how many you want to sell. You have to actually click the button for how many. Oh my God. Anyway, I think I mentioned this in the next part that hasn't gone up yet, obviously, because I'm doing this one, but we'll see. Anyway, right now, she got the mastery perk of skillful sleep. I think it's a mastery perk. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. She can do skillful sleep now, so she literally has her ghost self leave her body while she's sleeping so that she can go work on her skills. I've never seen that before. I thought it was the weirdest thing ever. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. I will talk about the failing out of school thing in the next part because that was a thing. Yeah. We got suspended. We got put on academic probation, I think, before that. I don't know. I'll talk about that in the next part. So, that is going to be it. This is a shorter part because there was just like so much that was going on, and I ended up playing for a lot longer than I meant to. So, this is just kind of an update on the farm life, and I will be back in a couple of days with a regular part of this where I'm doing the actual commentary as I'm playing, and it will be longer. So, yeah, that is gonna be it. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. Okay, bye.